पत्नी माइत गएको दिन जस्तो, बेरोजगारले माफी पाएको ऋण जस्तो। पत्नी माइत गएको दिन जस्तो, बेरोजगारले माफी पाएको ऋण जस्तो, मालिकको पन्जाबाट उम्किएको जिन जस्तो, कर्मचारी सब फिदा भयो। लौ शनिबारको बिदा भयो।
Namaste.
Hello, and welcome to the Sikkim podcast brought to you by Summit Times. My name is Chiringiden. Today we have with us Mr. Uttam Guru.
Uttam Guru.
Okay, I cut off Mr. Uttam Guru before he could introduce himself. Anyway, so let's just quickly get to it. Today, the first thing we will discuss is the controversy surrounding whether SPG security has been provided to the former CM Pawan Chamling or not.
Yes.
While the SKM is saying yesterday or was it before that only they were saying that's not true. No SPG security has been provided to the former CM, while the SDF camp has said that they have been provided with such security.
By the center. Yeah, just to kind of get the whole issue clear. It started off with, I think, a media report. I think it was Sikkim Express that reported that SPG cover has been provided to Mr. Chamling. And immediately SKM jumped on it saying no, nothing like that. If he wants security, he should request us and we'll provide security. I mean, like that typical petty political stuff that you claim that Sikkim is the most peaceful state and you want security from whom. That kind of argument it was running on. And then I think it was the day before, yesterday, that SDF held a press conference where they said that Delhi has provided SPG cover to the former CM on its own and that they had not requested it.
What exactly is SPG? I know it stands for Special Protection Group. But it's provided...
Yeah, it's provided to VIPs, public personalities whose lives are in danger. Okay. But it's not like as if there's a hit on them. People, just by virtue of having a very public life, having led a very public life, automatically attract threat to their lives, which can embarrass the country. So they are provided these specially trained commandos, guards, whatever you want to call them. That cover is provided. I think protocol requires that former prime ministers automatically get SPG cover. President, former presidents, of course. One would think that how is a former president under any kind of threat? So it's not as if there is an active threat on their lives. It is just a protocol that because they've led a public life, they have taken decisions in the interest of the country or whatever. People inimical to the country will try to harm them. I think that's basically what it is about. What I cannot understand though, and this is where I think everyone can weigh in, is why is it an issue? Why is it an issue whether Mr. Chamling has been provided SPG or not been provided SPG? How can press conferences be wasted on discussing this issue? That is not the biggest matter facing Sikkim. But that seems to obsess. I mean, from the latest I heard this morning was that there were some SKM supporters and SKM handles or whatever it is called on social media saying the media is practicing yellow journalism by propagating this claim that SPG cover has been provided to the CM. कहाँ पहुँच गया ना बात?
नहीं, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये जो एसपीजी का जो इशू है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ये इशू क्या है? आई मीन
दैट इज एग्जैक्टली माय पॉइंट.
आई मीन फाइन, ही इज द लीडर ऑफ द ऑपोजिशन, ठीक है, उसको दैट सिक्योरिटी एज पर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल गाइडलाइंस, इफ इज इंटाइटल्ड ही इज इंटाइटल्ड, इफ इज नॉट देन नॉट. लेकिन अभी यहाँ पे व्हाई इज इट द रूलिंग साइड इतना हल्ला कर रहा है एसपीजी प्रोवाइड कर, दिल्ली से आया, कहाँ से आया, और ही माइट हैव एक प्राइवेट पेड खालको मंथ है ना, वेयर आई मीन वो भी तो सोशल नेटवर्किंग में लास्ट टाइम इट वाज
बट यू कैन नॉट बिलीव व्हाट इज सोशल नेटवर्क.
व्हाट आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द रूमर्स इन लंदन. आई हर्ड कि इफ यू वांट a escort, if you pay, है ना.
हाँ, तो क्या सिक्योरिटी गार्ड हर ऑफिस के बाहर खड़े होते हैं? वो तो क्या
नहीं, व्हाट आई मीन टू से कोई रिटायर्ड आर्मी भी इफ यू आर पेइंग हिम, है ना, on a salary basis or what basis, So you can hire for your
Huh.
like, security.
Personal bodyguards is not an issue.
Uh-huh.
No. See, the discussion here is not whether Mr. Chamling requires security or not. Right? The question is, if he gets security, whether it is state police, SPG, is that an issue? Is that an issue over
No,
which
why
you
it
waste?
became an issue, first of all? Can you say, like,
Because
why?
politics is petty in
Huh,
Sikkim.
nahin, it is all. SKM has been on this like this discrediting Chamling thing since
Yes.
it came to power.
Hmm.
So
Even before that, that was their whole.
उनका वही था. So now they're still continuing that. No, otherwise like SDF claiming that SPG security हो गया. Now they want to say कि he's not. So because they released that in a press release yesterday, they had said no, that even on social media, this Union Home Minister has never said that Pawan Chamling is an asset to the country. Like that kind of thing they are saying,
Yeah,
right?
so that is a like lack of evidence is
No, it's very
enough to listen. Yeah,
it is.
petty.
Well, I mean, that's hardly
Yes.
of any concern to the general
This
public.
would not have been an issue, for instance, if the news came out, right? If the news came out that he's been provided SPG cover, and it ends with that. I don't think SKM had any business responding to that news. Whether
Uska to
whether
हाँ.
Chamling gets special protection group coverage, CIA coverage, FBI coverage, like that's
cares?
his security, right? Why should anyone else have a statement?
No,
It has become an
can't-
issue because both the parties have engaged in this tutu meme.
No, can't this be like tit for tat, like when they were in the opposition and like
Mm.
7 of them, 7, 10.
10.
So, like all this, I mean, SDF ka tenure mein, like all this MLA goes, like VIP lights, K, Pi, and all that
Mm.
thing. Whereas this ML, they, even though from the opposition side, they also raise their voice saying, I'm into MLA, we are also MLA. Why? हामीलाई चाहिँ डिस्क्रिमिनेट किन गरेको लाइक you're providing them, why not us? भनेर चाहिँ खुदकै गाडीमा एमएलए रेड लाइट खुद खरीद के लगाए. I mean,
Yes.
वो issue to
I think
like it's coming back
Yeah, it is possible. It is maybe that's how that's the kind of
because everything when you look at the whole scene is really getting dirty and personal just a
Yeah.
while.
It is. It's been that dirty and personal for a while. But just think about it, right? Ab issue bana diya hai. This was not an issue that I think merits even a discussion.
Yeah.
Unless there's an active threat. If there's an active threat to Mr. Chamling's life and he's not provided security cover, then yes, then it's an issue,
Yeah.
right? Then we can write reports about ki he should be provided. And given that he's a 5-term CM, there'll be so many people who are unhappy with him, right? Who are probably waiting for a time to get even. Even without threat letters having come to him or anything, I think he requires security cover because there are hundreds of people who come to meet him, right? There could be like some crackpots there. It's just about embarrassing someone publicly, right? So just for that much, I think he requires some level
Security,
of security cover. Whether that is SPG or state police or whatever, that remains to be seen. But in this whole thing, because these two parties have made such an issue of it, right? SKM claiming that Home Ministry has not confirmed it. Now, Home Ministry not confirming it does not mean that it has not happened, right? Or SDF claiming that nahi, SPG cover has been provided. Neither of them has given us any evidence to discredit the other, right? SDF has not given us a letter saying ki, congratulations, you have SPG cover. SKM has not given us a letter from MHA saying ki, no, nobody in Sikkim has been provided cover, right? ये दोनों अपने press conference में हल्ला कर रहे हैं. Now, because this has been made an issue, it is in the public domain. People are talking about it. Down the line, within a few days, within a few hours, a week from now, one of them is going to get really embarrassed, no?
Wait though.
Because either he has SPG cover or he does not have SPG cover. If he has SPG cover, then SKM, there's egg on SKM's face, and the other way around. Why would SDF go around claiming he has SPG cover if he doesn't? I can't understand why this has
It's
been
not
made
an
an
issue worth making such a hullabaloo about.
Or even wasting printer's ink on carrying such news.
Wait though.
Even discussing.
We are discussing it because it has been made an issue, right? In the build-up, हम तो वैसे भी time pass करते हैं, like so. It's our job to kind of just run down everyone around.
No, the kind of this kind of politics is very sad.
Yeah, I mean, इसमें like all this thing अभी जो dirty इन लोग का जा रहा है मैंने डिस्कस किया था बंदों से
secret sources
नहीं I mean ये एक one reason was पहले ऐसा था that I told you regarding that opposition campaign so अभी तो सिर्फ वो payback जैसा है
we are treating them the way they treated us
they knew all the rest of
yeah I guess not worth discussing
yeah
so
After,
then
yes no
we'll move on to the 8,000 crore debt that the state has that is being discussed
yes
and this
again according to SKM 8,000 crores according to SDF 6,000 crores like as if those 1,000 crores like when it's 8,000 crores what difference does it make right
but this is like I mean it's like like एक बच्चे ने exam he sat down for his exam and like he can 40 passing mark so he got some like कति yeah 35 कति हैन so 5 less इमेज चाहिँ कि 5 र त कम्ती हो maybe 45 पायो होला हैन 5 माइनस प्लस भएर ड्याड उसको प्यारेन्ट्सले भनेर आई मिन वाइ सो लेस स्टिल आई पास भन्ने खालको जस्तो भयो नि त डिस्कसन चाहिँ लाइक 8,000 6,000 1,000 2,000 वहाँ पे डिफरेंस है दिस इज लाइक you know whatever you know
yeah I think it's because no one makes any demands of any intelligence from the public from the political discourse
I mean the whole हाम्रो के भयो भने चाहिँ the media life मा चाहिँ that we studied was जुन चाहिँ त्यो public discourse मा चाहिँ no one accountable I think it's only the CAG who was giving that figure saying कि यहाँ पे this other than that कहीं से मिल
fiscal accountability
no and there was no एउटा department where this kind of like
only
after like government change one fine day he found out कि cash box मा 8,000 crore से पैसा थिएन
yeah it's like I hope no because this is an interesting argument to pick up right but I hope SKM has a plan for it just telling the people that there is 8,000 crore debt on the state exchequer is not enough I think because state governments take loans right we just heard about Gujarat some lakh crores loan they have or whatever state governments take loans what they plan SKM should have I don't know they have to have this figure and then say because of this all these things are not happening because then it makes sense right because you have 8,000 crores debt so much of your money is going towards interest servicing or whatever which is why that money is not being spent on your schools or on your roads or on your water or whatever otherwise just throwing me a figure that 8,000 crores debt on states thing is like so I mean governments take loan right I mean Malaya and all have bigger loans than this and life chal raha hai to log ka bhi theek thaak so I just hope that there is an argument that there is a follow up argument I hope it does not become this tutu meme between SDF and SKM again about whether it's 8,000 crores or 6,000 crores right I mean what would be really nice a politically kind of intelligent or informed discussion would be okay the state at present has 8,000 crores debt we understand that governments need to take loan if they had done some fiscal planning instead of 8,000 crores Sikkim's loan would have been 5,000 crores 4,000 crores or whatever you have to argue at that level right that where is this this lack of planning
there was an notification that I'd seen online yesterday where they had said that from now on वो जो projection होता है projects का whatever if there is if it goes above that projected estimated whatever amount then those officers whoever were involved would be answerable or would have to something so I thought that was I don't know how that will actually
that projection like say example like PWD they make the DPR they compilation then they go in for okay this many crores but that's already included in hamro plan or non-PAL not on the loan side because what I feel is 8,000 or 6,000 whatever the figure they're throwing in what I feel is like these people might be think, okay, major chunk, say 60, 70, 50, 70, yeah, 40, 60, 40% must be gone to so and so fund. Maybe power, idle. But the thing is, the money that has been invested in idle, say 60%, the return to the figure within that lifespan of money, that didn't work at all. So that was the interest rate Peter Hayes me. So I was like, वहाँ पे the calculation चाहिँ mismatch हुँदैछ.
Most of the loans are taken for developmental works. Like NABARD has this huge loan that it forwards to the state government, isn't it, for agricultural works, rural
Like
projects.
example, टिस्टा ऊर्जाको भी तो इसमें है ना वो.
Tista Urja. Hydro project is a big consumer. Infrastructure works at the national level are the biggest consumers and defaulters of loans, right? So it'll be interesting to see what this 8,000 crore loan is about, right? What percentage of it is this 8,000 crores ka, what is the principal amount and what is the accumulated interest? For what sectors have these loans been taken? Because if the government has been taking loans to pay salaries, then that's problematic, right?
क्या बोलते हैं उसको? This
this no confusing.
non-productive
Yeah, NPS.
NP
NPA
अभी तो नहीं है।
ये confusing है वो रहा कि 8,000 crore does this include जो हम लोग का plan में
No. This is loan.
Yeah,
The
that's
debt.
what
The debt burden on the state.
You can't take loan to pay off salaries and
You can't. But governments have been known to do that as well.
But that's
I mean,
like-
इधर-उधर मिला के, you'll take it for a project. I mean, you don't get, like, World Bank is not going to give you money to pay salaries, right? When they know how useless the officers are. Like, at least road पे तो लोग चलेंगे ना.
मार डालेंगे हमको.
No, I mean, come on, it's becoming frustrating now, right? This, like, they are behaving, like, the officers are behaving like, I mean, our chief secretary is behaving like a strict class teacher, headmaster, and the officers, because they are not, no one is standing up or telling you, boss, focus on real work, they are behaving like nursery, kindergarten scared children, right? What else can we say about such a
So, talking about that,
yes.
so we'll move on to this announcements that had come in after the cabinet sat for a meeting. Cabinet announcements of what the things they'll do and all that.
Which is very
And
weird press conference, yes.
So what happened was they gave a list of announcements
Yes.
one day, and the next day they removed 5 points from the list
Yes.
without any I mean, we don't know what happened there.
Yes.
So talking about officers, so that happened, and then I think a few days later again, the points that were removed from the list, the CM was talking about it in some meeting.
He was announcing them.
Announcing them. We don't know what the hell is happening there. Like, so that is the kind of professionalism or whatever it is, and
because that was a cabinet, that was a cabinet meeting in which surprisingly no decisions were taken, only announcement. The CM made some announcements.
Yeah.
So I think that is how it's going to be. This whole class teacher, class monitor attitude. You'll make announcements and issue the.
Should we discuss the announcements?
These are, I think, these announcements are essentially policy outlines. This is what we want to do.
So what do
because
you?
it does not talk about any funds that have been allocated for them and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is also not.
Yeah. What do you say?
But
There's some important ones there.
The academic session to
revert
to the old calendar. No summer holidays will be shorter
Which
again,
is going
and
on right now.
Yeah,
1
and
month break.
winter holidays will be longer.
Yeah.
That had
With
early-
no explanation on why.
Yeah.
Why is
was
this
just
present system bad? And no, because when this present system was announced, there was this whole press release that had come explaining why they're doing this. The current one doesn't. I'm not talking about policy, SDF, SKM policies and things like that, but I think this 1 month break in summers is a good idea because it's peak monsoon.
Yeah.
It is not even safe in many places for kids to be venturing out of home, going to school and coming back in the evenings. Keeping that, and given how rotten our classrooms are,
This is
the kind of racket if it's raining outside.
it to me very this thing. It looks like they're just catering to the staff, right? Teachers would like
traditionally been SKM supporters.
What 1 month holiday or
Yeah, winter holidays.
Winter holidays छोटा करके summer holidays
ये
बनाया था ना?
basically this 1 month का summer vacation and that winter का 1 month यहाँ पे जो भी एक्सप्लेनेसन हो वाट मेरो हिसाब से आई थिङ्क अल दिस गभर्मेन्ट स्कुल आई थिङ्क सिबिएसई बोर्ड होइन सो सिबिएसई वेन यु लुक एट द उनीहरूको स्ट्रक्चरमा इफ यु लुक एट द स्ट्रक्चर बिकॉज सिलगुड़ी अल्सो पहले समर छोटा होता विंटर लंबा होता दे यूज्ड टू फॉलो जितना हिल साइड का जो भी था सीबीएसई का स्ट्रक्चर ही व्हाट दे मेड इट मैंडेटरी टू फॉलो जुन चाहिँ तलको स्ट्रक्चर बिकज नीचे मार्च अप्रिल इज द समर टाइम लाइक usually during Delhi tiro summer vacation starts from
March, April.
I know,
Like June.
Yeah, I mean South May it starts from April May say
Okay, whatever.
by June. So CBSE को चाहिँ model चाहिँ what they have done later on चाहिँ सबै CBSE board को चाहिँ to follow the structure because उनीहरूको exam जो final जो हुन्छ नि सबै मार्चमै हुन्छ पहिले दिसंबरमै था बोर्ड अभी नहीं इवन स्कूल्स का भी स्कूल्स का भी क्लास एग्जाम इट्स ऑन मार्च पहले दिसंबर में था दे हैव शिफ्टेड टू मार्च सभी का स्ट्रक्चर आई थिंक 2-3 साल हो गया ऑल दिस सीबीएसई एफिलिएशन स्कूल वेरस ये आईसीएसई को चाहिँ आज टीएनए लाग्यो त आज
No, I didn't understand.
He's saying that this is essentially coming, but it still doesn't come in line. We are still not coming in line with the CBSE format.
पहले भी तो कहाँ इन लाइन थे फिर पहले तो विंटर में कितना 2 महीना छुट्टी होता था ना
नहीं अभी सभी सीबीएसई बोर्ड ऑल ओवर इंडिया पैन इंडिया
are being required to follow a similar
because
pattern.
it's followed not only in it's followed everywhere
हाँ,
every
obviously.
northeastern state सबै जगह I mean it's pan India
हाँ.
whereas ICSE बोर्ड चाहिँ छैन नि त त्यस्तो it's not following the CBSE
But I
को
didn't understand.
Yeah,
CBSE
yeah.
बोर्ड में विंटर छुट्टी कितना होता है कब होता है
कम होता है 10
कम
15
होता है।
दिन
वही
होता
तो
है. No, but that's not CBSE.
no,
That's
so
plains,
what
mainstream.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, so the previous calendar was more in line with the CBSE, no? Then that means,
No.
isn't it?
no
Winter break was too long, no?
With अभी जब बैक पुराना जाएंगे पुराना में तो और लंबा हो गया ना फिर
हाँ,
विंटर
हाँ.
तो क्या मतलब
Oh, you mean the present system?
the present system is not in line with the CBSE structure you are saying.
It's more in line with the.
It's more in line, no?
line than the previous one.
हाँ
Yes.
त्यही तो so to
But I don't think that was the criteria either. That was not really the criteria. It was not to come in line with CBSE. It
But
was
they
more
haven't
about
given us
practicality, about like giving kids nearly 3 months holidays in winters, and then in making them come to school during monsoons, when you would ideally have them in safer environments at home. Can you imagine being in a classroom in rural Sikkim with a chanaga roof?
Yeah,
It's raining outside and they're actually trying to take classes. I think it makes sense to give them off.
because यहाँ पे I don't know because मेरा also my school days also I had this same ये system
Winter, I mean, it's a winter session, summer
Yeah.
session, 2 sessions that we have.
लेकिन अभी सभी को like every state में when I ask kid CBSE का सभी का मार्च में हो रहा है whereas ये विंटर का शॉर्ट कर दिया इस समथिंग लाइक समर विंटर को एग्जैक्टली त्यही नै 15-20 दिन है विंटर एट द मोस्ट ऑन द प्लेन साइड एंड समर इज लाइक 1.5 month
Yeah. Well, it's also about कि जो भी पहले गवर्नमेंट ने किया उसको रिवर्ट कर देते हैं यार उतना ही है.
Yeah.
That commission to identify OBCs is interesting,
which was
which
later
includes business community.
which was later retracted
And then again announced.
again announced whatever.
It'll be interesting to see like how can you be a businessman who's backward? No?
नहीं I'm sure.
No, because
नहीं.
it says business
Community. So there's
business community. They should say plainsman because that's what they mean. Because if I
Oh.
open a pan dukan, I'm a businessman.
तो पान दुकान वाला तो थोड़ा backward ही not okay not पान
Seriously,
if I have
They-
what झालमुरी वाला or
they don't mean a profession. This is how casual they are. What I'm trying to say is, this is how casual they are. When they say business community, right? They don't mean the profession. They mean the race or the ethnicity that is
Plains,
essentially the
yeah.
plainsmen, as we call them here, right? The mainland Indian guys. That's who they mean. So they should have named them that. No, it's an official document. You cannot be so colloquial about it.
किसे बोलेंगे सब लोग बिजनेस कम्युनिटी बोलते हैं ना
वो बोलते हैं ना.
बोलने
बोलने में तो और भी क्या क्या
official.
बोलते हैं. अच्छी
So
अच्छी चीजें भी
how
नहीं
would
है.
you call what would you call them
yeah plainsmen
The plainsman community.
they might be more offended saying
Yeah. हम तो सिक्किम के हैं हाँ. वही तो बोलेंगे ना
No, the plainsman is not citizenship.
No, I mean, whatever the term that you might use right now, after 6 months, bipolar again, so everything has to be calculated and.
Yeah, it's was there any other interesting? I mean, these are all
Interesting.
policy announcements.
मेरे
No?
को क्या समझ में नहीं आया is teaching fraternity acquiring higher qualifications will be eligible for applying for higher posts.
So which means that if you join as a graduate teacher, right? So you're a GT, and then you get postgraduate, doctor क्या बन जाओगे? Then you can get.
अभी नहीं है.
कैसे होगा? Like promotion होके आप PGT थोड़ा हो जाओगे यार, पढ़ाई करके होगे ना, vacancy होना पड़ेगा.
No, वही तो पढ़ाई करके. I thought then you would.
No, I don't think it works like that because
You
you've
are
been
like
hired.
for lifelong GT.
You're lifelong GT. Yeah, it's like some child said, no, when they got
नहीं,
lower
GT
kindergarten से
से
upper kindergarten में promotion हो जाता है बच्चों
पढ़ाई
का.
करके एग्जाम वो
And apply करना पड़ेगा.
apply.
तो
ये तो
same
No,
process.
you could do that whole procedure like PGT का vacancy निकला तो you apply for it and all
तो
that.
then ये क्या है?
जो मर्जी है.
They might rectify also.
No, maybe it'll
So
be
see-
easier for them. It'll be just an interview, or
Okay.
if you're already a teacher, you'll just get promoted to
And the
that.
rest of it, everything going online is very nice to hear about and to read. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. No, to
So it's not impossible to do.
Please,
It'll be
yeah, they
wonderful
can't
to hack.
maintain websites. Forget about this online payment thing. Yeah, normal website तो they'll update like 2013 से update नहीं किया है and वैसा type का होता है.
GMC introduce किया था like all trade license renewal. It's online अभी.
It's online.
Yeah, I mean.
In
I
principle,
am not very.
But online is like you go there and
go online
yeah, do
on their computer.
on the computer. Because
On the computer में
अरे
online.
सुने ना. नहीं.
It's like the joke they had about SBS ATMs. Only the machine is there. There's a
उतम ना दे. Yes.
give you a good example है. Motor vehicle को वो क्या वाहन परिवहन के भन्छ
हाँ,
त्यो
जो भी.
मिनिस्ट्री अफ हाईवे अब पहिले त ब्लू बुक अल द थिङ हैन त्यहाँ लाइनमा बस्नुपर्छ वी हैज टु रिन्यू वो क्या वो दैट काटो
BR.
बिआर
Yeah.
काटो दिस देन यु टेक द फाइल म्यानुअल एन्ट्री अब त भाइ सबै अनलाइन भयो भने देन वी अल्सो फेल्ट गुड बाप रे उस टाइम में लाइक कितना लाइन है वो भी इतना वो त्यो चेपाचेप डिपार्टमेंट में क्या आई टोल्ड इट रिलीफ हो ना बट ऑनलाइन मतलब ही इज लाइक
घर में बैठ के कर लो.
लैपटॉप या डेस्कटॉप पर यू कैन पे है ना अन्त कहाँ चाहिँ पे गर्नु न यु यु हेभ टु कम अरे त्यहाँ पो अनलाइन अरे यु हेभ टु स्ट्यान्ड इन द लाइन वहाँ पे उनीहरूको सिस्टममै इट्स अनलाइन अरे त एन्ड आई सेन्ड लाइक दिस इज माई आई थिङ्क सेकेन्ड टाइम सिन्स अनलाइन भएको आई सेन्ड सन्दीप समन टु गेट द्याट अनलाइन डन पैसा दिएँ कि उही अनलाइन नै
No, even the power
That's not.
department.
Yeah, that's correct. That's a point actually.
What?
This online cannot
Different-
be on their
आप भी तो किए थे
on their terminal online.
Yeah.
It should be online at home. Yeah.
या द्याट्स वाट
And even that power department online bill payment thing, I don't know what has happened.
नो
actually.
द्याट्स
बकवास है.
अभी ये
Huh?
पावर हुन्छ सर मैले आई पेड आई
No.
क्यान सो यु द
So no, what was from what I have heard is what happens is होता है हाँ, you pay online, but then it's not वो पूरा
Updated.
प्रॉब्लम होता है later updated नहीं होता है then you'll again be billed and then you have to ultimately you have to go to the department and again पूरा झमेला होता है कि
Clarify
मैंने तो
everything.
किया था ये यहाँ पे नहीं दिखा रहा है कंप्यूटर whatever
जीएमसी का भी वही है बॉस लाइक आई टोल्ड ट्रेड लाइसेंस अनलाइन त आएछ भने वाह वाह बहुत अच्छा है यसै कहाँ मैले डेस्कटपबाट नो तपाईँ त यहाँ आएर हाम्रो सिस्टम दिस इज लाइक हाइट्स अफ
आज सब online है
अनलाइन
हामीले वेबसाइट खोलेछ नि रियली कहाँ है हाम्रो अफिसमा आउने हाम्रो कम्प्युटरमा देखाइदिन्छु.
एंड वो भी ऑनलाइन है बस उसका सिस्टम में जब ये होता है उसका वो क्या है के छैन भने लिंक नहीं है एंड यू विल हैव लाइक 40-50% है ना एंड देन यू लुक फॉर कुन चाहिँ चिन जाना छ अफिसर भाई बंदी वही तो
वही
है
चल
सो
रहा
दैट
है
मॉड्यूल ने अभी तक दैट ऑनलाइन थिंग एंड ऑल द कंप्यूटर दैट थिंग अभी तक सिस्टम चेंज नहीं हुआ है दे फॉलो द सेम ओल्ड सिस्टम
It's a different kind of online.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Sikkim is online.
I know.
COI wala online. Anyway,
Returning to
returning to
government offices.
government offices. So we have heard that at Secretariat, Tashiling, that the Chief Secretary nowadays, we had first heard that at 4 o'clock he would lock the gates.
The main gate. Yeah.
The main gate, so that people don't leave because they're supposed to stay there till 4:30.
Yeah.
So then recently today, Mr. Uttam Gurung has updated us that morning that in the morning also the
he goes from office to office.
Yeah, if you whisper, no, it will still get recorded. See what does it?
No, he
Speak louder.
no, it's just
office to office.
The office to office,
Hmm.
आज ये office, भोलि त्यो office, stand on the main
To make sure that people are
Make
arriving
sure
on time.
people arrive on time. That seeing supposing if they're like say 15, 20 to half an hour late, and they're like absentees.
Yeah.
Go.
They are recorded as absent. They like 10 till he waits till 10 o'clock.
No,
10
he's there by 10
by 10.
in the office
So
and
till
checks who
Acha,
कति
Whether
बजी आउँछ,
attendance is in
कति बजी
time or
आउँछ,
not.
attendance, I mean the finger whatever
finger.
fingerprint के हुन्छ नि
Yeah, biometric.
Biometric के छ हैन
छाप बनाने.
वही बना देना बेस्ट है ना.
Yeah.
अब तो क्या है like
but biometric
but this is no, this is dignity of labor. You can't laugh at him like this. This is dignity of labor. A CS is doing an OS का job.
Yes.
Like that's such dignity of labor.
Yes.
ऐसे कैसे मजाक उड़ा सकते हो यार?
That's
But I'm wondering what will the OS do now?
he will be taking CS car.
Yeah, but do you realize if the CS is at this gate, he's not in his office. So someone should mark him absent.
Why
Or late.
you- Marta-
No, but this see.
अभी तो क्या
It-
all
the-
that online things CS must be carrying that biometrics finger
Updated.
scanner उसका पास में गाड़ी में होगा, so he might be
Oh.
Yeah.
yes, yes.
No, but this is what this infantilizing of
yeah.
everything is like stupid. Like it's like the level of political discourse. I mean, the issues that they're going crying hoarse about. The administration, it is not Sikkim's biggest as if office attendance was wonderful पहले and suddenly ये 5-day week के कारण तो नहीं बिगड़ा है. So अभी तक क्यों किसी को interest नहीं था whether officers were coming in time or not or were staying in office till because time, or was it कि because they have to work on Saturday he could do a ash like बाकी दिनों you don't have to be in time.
And even if they stay till 4:30, they come at 10 and stay till 4:30. If they don't want to work, they cannot work. No, अब वो तो हाथ पकड़ के CS उसको साइन वाइन तो नहीं करा सकता था.
नहीं, वो तो
अब वो next है I think.
नहीं, वो तो
cursive writing books
नहीं,
में
वो तो
बोला
हम लोग का बच्चे लोग का डिस्कशन दिखा कि हाथ मातेर जे गए म खाँदिन भनेर चाहिँ इस the basic idea behind Saturday off, Saturday Sunday off, which last I think last कति back we had already had discussed this college days ma active life cities में,
Care and
so
cure.
at least you have this picture 6 late night job हो. यहाँ पे the main idea behind this छुट्टी care and cure कुनी के भन्ने चाहिँ के चीज लाग्यो हामीलाई like they have like after 1 month एक महिना गरिसक्यो these are achievements भनेर डिक्लेयर गरे हैन last time. But after declaring your छुट्टी के चाहिँ प्रोडक्टिभ भयो, what did they find out? I mean like कुछ भी तो नहीं है.
time
Same
में
to
आ
same.
रहा है. At least the CS is working harder. But no, but this present focus, it makes you like it is almost suggestive that if you worked a 6-day week, then it was okay for you to come late to office, go early, no problem, right? But now you're working 5-day week, so
You have to
सुबह भी time में आओ शाम. That is taking the whole discussion away from the real issue. How do you make sure that your officers can do the job that they've been appointed for? Do you allow them to take decisions? Right? And whether someone checks in, clocks in time or not is, I don't know. You just have to
Doesn't
make sure
matter.
that the office is function, no?
Yeah.
That has to be the focus area. Is anyone
Rules-
checking on that?
This to Rose, even if the officer comes every day and then doesn't sign a particular paper, that work doesn't get done.
Yeah.
I've heard a certain incident where OFOJ guy where it's just a sign that is missing, and it's like for weeks it's been just lying there just because of one sign that is missing, right? So that officer is coming every day. He's not signing on the paper. So
Yeah.
the
I
work
think
is
the
not getting
focus out here should be like more on like एउटा कमिटी सेटअप गरेर चाहिँ to see all the department के भन्छ the department within this number of time performance क्या हो रहा है, these are the bills, these are the काम
ideally.
कितना हो ideally instead of like saying ये time आएन त्यो time
No,
that's-
ये time में आना ना, no. This is nothing but
You're
because the
saving-
CM in his public speeches and in some of his administrative meetings, he said, 5-day week कर दिया, everybody has to show up on time and stay in office till late.
Until then.
It is just कि बस order आ गया, अब इसका हुक्म का तालीम हो or whatever, right?
उल्लंघन करना पड़ेगा.
उल्लंघन करना पड़ेगा,
No, I'm just joking.
पालन करना
Yeah.
पड़ेगा. It's just that. That actually says a lot about the priorities of our officers. It is not that I have to do work. It is that I have to be seen to be doing work. So if I'm seen in office and staying there till 4:35, 10 बजे तक भी बैठो, काम नहीं करोगे ढंग का तो फिर क्या? What's the point, right?
Priority वही तो.
Yeah,
कहीं
it's
भी
just
like state में है कोई like instead
No,
of
state
checks and
governments are
balances-
notorious all
नहीं,
over.
checks
Central
and
government
balances जो department का are they like putting in their performance target हुन्छ.
There is
Are
this
there
very-
any agency or any
No,
नहीं,
there
ऐसे-
is. What is the
No.
Department of Planning and Coordination?
No,
बोल के नहीं है?
नहीं होता है. It is वो ACR बोलते हैं ना कुछ whatever. It is must be the C must be standing for chaplaincy. It's chaplaincy that works everywhere,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Again, I had
That's
heard
the whole
this.
feudal
वही.
system that
If
Sikkim still
you-
continues with.
क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
चमचागिरी करो.
चमचागिरी करो तो तुम्हें एक्स्ट्रा छुट्टी मिल जाएगा, तुम्हें ये मिल जाएगा, वो मिल जाएगा. नहीं करोगे तो तुम्हें
Yeah, if you are late, you'll get.
4:30 बजे तक रख लेंगे.
तो 4:30 बजे I guess like और 10 मिनट और बढ़ा के सबको उबाक के जनगणमा पठाइदिनु.
Please, yeah, don't give them ideas.
No, if नहीं कर लिया तो और 10 मिनट क्यों ना उसको
वही
खड़ा
तो.
करके सबको
हाँ, सुबह
हामी
वंदना
बदले
मातरम.
मतलब चाहिँ I think you know the two line हैन जाना त
हाँ.
at least
हाँ.
everyone knows होला.
लोग तो सीखेंगे ना, सीखेंगे ना, क्लास लेंगे
Yeah.
ना हम लोग का.
And they'll probably come up with a new song also. पहले तो वो क्या था CM का चामलिंग का लिखा हुआ था ना. सिक्किम मन पर्छ वाला.
नहीं वो तो
कोई गाता था कोई?
नहीं that पहले तो वो था ना क्या टिस्टा रंगीत.
ये वो तो national
National
anthem.
anthem.
वो तो
National song or
No,
whatever.
मलाई सिक्किम मन पर्छ.
सिक्किम वो तो SDF को
हो वही तो SDF. Now they have to come up.
नहीं जनगणना इट्स लाइक ओभरअल सबैभन्दा
Okay.
मोदी नि बिसाउँछ नि त सबै गाई.
Yeah. No, it's.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget it. I'll say it next time. बहुत हो गया इस बार के लिए यार.
All right. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Sikkim podcast. This is Chiranjan saying goodbye.
Pema saying bye.
Bye.
That was Uttam Daji saying bye. And now we have Bhim Rawat with his poem.
शनिबारको बिदा. पत्नी माइत गएको दिन जस्तो, बेरोजगारले माफी पाएको ऋण जस्तो. पत्नी माइत गएको दिन जस्तो, बेरोजगारले माफी पाएको ऋण जस्तो, मालिकको पन्जाबाट उम्किएको जिन जस्तो, कर्मचारी सब फिदा भयो. लौ शनिबारको बिदा भयो. बगडामा बासमती मिसाए जस्तो, खडेरीमा मकैबारी चिस्याए जस्तो. बगडामा बासमती मिसाए जस्तो, खडेरीमा मकैबारी चिस्याए जस्तो, चित्रे पुगेपछि टिस्टा नदी बिसाए जस्तो, कामबाट आराम लिँदा भयो. लौ शनिबारको बिदा भयो. अफिसमा स्वेटर मोजा बुन्नै नपर्ने, अफिसरको कचकच सुन्नै नपर्ने. अफिसमा स्वेटर मोजा बुन्नै नपर्ने, अफिसरको कचकच सुन्नै नपर्ने, धुलोले पुरेका फाइलहरू छुनै नपर्ने. अब सिएल नलिँदा भयो. लौ शनिबारको बिदा भयो. मेम साहेबलाई सपिङ लाने कामै भएन, हाइवेमा 2 दिन जामै भएन. मेम साहेबलाई सपिङ लाने कामै भएन, हाइवेमा 2 दिन जामै भएन. झन् बहारवालीसित भेट्ने त नामै भएन. घरवालीले टेन्सन नलिँदा भयो. लौ शनिबारको बिदा भयो. बिजुलीको बिल काट्नै नपर्ने, जनताको दिमाग चाट्नै नपर्ने. बिजुलीको बिल काट्नै नपर्ने, जनताको दिमाग चाट्नै नपर्ने. टुरमा पो छु भनी ढाँट्नै नपर्ने. बाङ्गाहरू अब सब सिधा भयो. लौ शनिबारको बिदा भयो. धन्यवाद.